I mean, I think about her every day. It's hard to believe that she would be 80. It's hard to believe that she's been gone more than a decade.
We lived rainbows by how mom would help us work through our grief.
And our house was the Rainbow's headquarters.
She went through her own divorce and saw how it affected other kids and us. Well, I think she took that to heart and realized that there's a whole world out there of children hurting. And she wanted to do what she could.
What's it like to be Suzy Yehl's granddaughter? It's the fact that there's unconditional love always. Even though she's not with us presently today, you feel it.
We grew up very humble. We grew up very poor. You know, never thinking that my mother would be that person to impact millions of children's lives. So watching her sit at the dining room table, and we had a very modest, small 1,200 square foot home. So the dining room table was like the office space.
Out of what Suzy was able to do, very proud that I can continue to help out, in a small way, and working on the governing board and continue to sort of talk about rainbows. This is something that really is sort of part of my brothers and I identity.
It's a pride of what she saw, what she felt needed to be done. Me and my brothers, and sometimes were test cases. Okay, could you do this? Can we do this? How does this work?
It's legacy for me. Grandma Suze left something that, a lot of people don't even get the chance to leave something behind her. And she left a very, very, very special gift.
And I love that her memory, her vision is becoming stronger, and that the Rainbow's mission is continuing with such a wonderful team. She'd be very proud.
Because we know it works. 40 years later, it works. When they were saying kids will be fine, just, you get your stuff together and they'll be fine. You don't need any program. And Suzy saying, mom saying, no, I don't agree.
The Rainbow's mission, it started when I was little. I like to tell people that I have a stepmom who literally wrote the book on peer support.
With Rainbows, it really teaches kids that they are not alone, in their grief and in their situation they're in, that there is always somebody there to help and to listen.
Overall, the mission and Rainbows, what it means to me, is to remember to be human and to be there for others and to continue to create those safe spaces because we're not alone.
The earliest memory was probably telling us that she was quitting her office job. She worked as a office manager in a medical office, and that she was going to start working on this program.
My earliest memory is actually her on the phone, kind of walking through what rainbows might look like, and her writing down her name. She didn't have any paper. She had her pen and she was writing it on the back of like a cereal box in the kitchen, just her ideas and contact names and phone numbers. So that sort of Genesis phone call.
I was in Rainbows when I was little. So I got to be actually that kid in class who, as we're going through the workbooks and chatting with each other, I say, oh, see that name on the workbook? That's actually my stepmom.
40 years later, it blows my mind that a simple dining table idea has exploded into over 3 million children worldwide being helped.
1 million people saying, yeah, this is worthwhile. This has been validated.
Endless energy, endless enthusiasm because of her belief in just helping the kids, right? So I think she would be happy, but not satisfied. And so then those are two different things. And I really think it's important to her just that she would be, let's continue to meet, how do we continue to grow? How are we meeting our mission? And what does it take?
I was lucky enough to be home with her for most of those final days. And one of the things that I remember very vividly was her concern that Rainbows would continue. But she knew how much good Rainbows was doing. And she was so adamant. She said, just make sure Rainbows continues.
Right, Grandma Suze could use those words, but when it came to her nonverbals and sitting in silence, that is what I strive to be every day. Having that patience, presence. She was and still is a good spirit.
Birthday message for Suze. I would just say thank you. But I know that so much of who I am and how I go through the world today is due to her. And I am eternally grateful. And I wish I could tell her that every day over and over again.
I think just to thank her not only for her work at Rainbows, but just the work she did as a single mom. with my brothers and I, just sort of teaching us the whole way through, and then creating a blended family after that. I would just really just a message of thanks.
Really missing her the most, and when it's my time, I can't wait to give her a hug.
I miss you, and I love you.
Happy birthday, Grandma Suze. Incredibly thankful for you, for this mission, this vision, and all of the people involved and the supporters involved. This community is something very special and wouldn't be here without you. Thank you, and happy birthday.